ensuring access for all people to their preferred contraceptive methods advances several human rights, including the right to a life and liberty, freedom of opinion and expression, and the right to work and education, as well as bringing significant health and other benefits. Use of contraception prevents pregnancy. That's what so many women know. Related health risks for women, especially for adolescent girls when birth are separated by less than 2 years, the infant mortality rate is 45% higher than it is when births are 2 to 3 years, and 60% higher than it is when births are 4 or more years apart. It offers a range of potential known health benefits and encompasses expanded education opportunities and empowerment for women and sustainable population growth and economic development for countries. We're talking about contraceptives today, and we have invited just the right person to talk about this important or burning issue that is affecting millions of women daily. The program is Turn Up. Stay with us. It's also always a pleasure to know you're watching the program Turn Up on Canal Do English, a program that seeks to empower women and a girl child. And today we focus on contraceptives among the 1.9 billion women of reproductive age group between 15 and 49 years worldwide. In 2019, 1.1 billion have a need for family planning, of which 842 million are using contraceptive methods, and 270 million have an unmet need for contraception. If you want to send your reactions, you can send to numbers we've seen on your TV screens. You can equally follow us on YouTube and on Facebook. You just need to type Ndih Maureen, Turn Up, and watch all our past editions. We'll be right back after the jingle. Welcome back. We have invited just the right person to talk about contraceptives, and let the discussion begin. It's time for me or us to know our guest. I'll begin with the person that is very close to me. He's called Dr. Fru Richard. He is a holistic doctor. I'm sure there are lots of other caskets I've not said yet, but I want you to tell the public out there who you really are.
Thank you, Maureen. People call me prophet. People call me candlestick man. People call me herbalist. Some call me witch doctor. Some call me medicine man. But I'm a naturopathic doctor, a nature's cure doctor, also known as a holistic doctor.
Okay. Yes. Now, how are you dealing with COVID? Because we are in the heart of COVID, and there are lots of measures have been taken to contain the spread. Now, as a holistic doctor, what are some of the measures you've taken at your own level?
Yeah, during the outbreak, when it just started in Wuhan, China, we have been educating the public a lot on that. If you go to my Facebook page, I started educating, publishing about COVID-19 since January. Then in January, we came out with our first medicine, Divirovit or Coronin 20, which already has helped so many people all over the country, even abroad. We have come up with a lot on that, and we also educated people a lot. We have published methods that people can use at home, because it's not everybody who has the means to buy medicine. So we published the HEAT method, because we made people believe to understand that COVID-19 is a coronavirus, and coronaviruses are viruses we have been used to. We breathe them, we eat them, we inhale them. They're everywhere. Common cold is caused by coronavirus. And coronavirus have never really succeeded with us. So we have really educated people a lot on that. I know you are showing that in your hand, that I should mind my time. So we have been educating people on that, making them to understand what is making, they're advising them to stick to the laws, the system, the whole body is giving us to keep to.
And we have a medical doctor in the house. She's called Dr. Kelly Njoko. How are you today?
I'm fine,
Now, this is
thank
the
you,
first time you're
Maureen.
coming on TV, on
Yeah.
a TV set and a program that seeks to empower women. That's our aim. We want
Okay.
to empower more women out there, want to educate women. So how are you
All
dealing
right.
with COVID? Because I know you're in a hospital and have lots of people coming there daily. Now,
Yeah.
what's the situation on the ground?
The fact on the ground is that we have many patients, as you said, and we start with education. There is counseling. We believe that if the more we counsel our patients, the more we counsel like, even the caretakers, they will like respect the barrier measures. And we, the general practitioners and even the healthcare personnel as a whole, we make sure we have our face mask, we have our hand sanitizers and water and soap to wash our hands. We keep the distances. Even when we are with a patient, we don't like, even when we are examining a patient, we make sure our mask is on, and we go right to check up their organs only when it's necessary.
All right.
We don't go unnecessarily towards patients, no. And we make sure that we protect ourselves and we protect our patients.
All right.
too.
But, women are the center of COVID
Yeah,
because they're the caregivers.
sure,
They take care of everybody.
sure.
That's the experience, right?
Yeah,
you
sure.
have on the ground.
Yes.
Now, we're here today to talk about contraceptives.
Okay.
But I think we should start with the definition of contraceptives. Now, how
All
do you
right.
define it?
Simply, anything, any substance that prevents a woman from conceiving, that's from getting pregnant, is a contraceptive.
Okay.
That's the simple
All
definition.
right. Doc, do you hold the same definition
Yes.
of contraceptives, or there's another way, or there's something you want to add to what she just said?
No, in clear terms,
Yeah.
she just said it.
All right.
Anything that will stop a woman from getting pregnant.
All right. Now, when you look at society today, do you see more women talking about contraceptives or the contraceptive, the different methods?
Unfortunately, no. That's why we as healthcare personnel, we still communicate on it. We still sensitize these women when they come for their antenatals, when we like see them through, see them all the disease and all the rest. We make sure we talk to them about the contraceptives, because that's family planning. There's a family planning unit that takes care of it. But we as healthcare personnel, we
You're still taking
equally
upon yourself to educate the women.
very important, because we notice that many women have not yet had that in their like mind
As
to
part of them.
yes, as a part of them. Thank you. Like to take this contraceptive method, like to try to spread the birth controls method.
Okay, because when we
they
talk
don't-
about contraceptive, we're talking about birth control, we're
Sure.
talking about family planning here.
Yes.
Now, Dr. Fruit, now, when you look at society today, are women or men, do they talk more about it? Is it something that it has, is it a culture of the people, especially women?
Yeah, we have a lot of problems now because we have digressed from the natural principles. The technology, science, technology, and all what is in place has carried the youth away from their parents. They no longer sit beside their parents to gain from their wisdom. You know, before, if you go back before the coming of white man medicine, our parents used to give birth and space it. You see, they were not committing abortions. How were they doing
Yeah,
that?
that's the question. How are they doing it?
They had natural ways of doing that, either through abstinence or taking certain plants
Okay.
that will stop them. Most of them were consuming. A woman, when she just have sex with the husband, there are some leaves she will just chew,
Okay.
and it burned down the sperm.
Okay.
Yes, so there were so many ways.
Because
they
when
did
we
that.
look at our mothers, right? You see that the space, the children have a space of 2 years.
Yeah.
And even 3 years. But today it's so rare. You see a woman with a 6-month-old baby and she's pregnant. And
Yeah.
start asking questions.
Yes, our population is too reckless. Yes, they don't, because of technology and so on, they have become reckless emotionally or socially. So they don't control sex, and they are not conscious on when to have to have sex or not, contrary to what our parents used to do.
What if the man obliges you?
Because the no education. As
Because
I
at
earlier
times
said.
you tell the man that, I mean, I'm not safe. The
Yeah.
man tells you that I don't care. Now what do you do? And the woman, like, she has no choice.
Yeah, that's why I say they are reckless. They have lost their mind. They are not really conscious.
All right. Dr. Kelly, is it possible for a woman to do her own personal control?
Like, I don't know.
Like not spacing her children. Is it possible?
She must have.
Without going to the hospital, is it possible that she can stay at home and then do it on her own?
And her husband has to be he has to be aware of it, and he has to like accept the fact that the woman wants this spacing, because on her own she can't do it.
Okay, she has to do it with the man.
Yes, with the man. She can't do it
and
on
if
her
the man
own.
says no,
She will try to convince him, because it won't be good if like a woman decides not to like have many children, whereas the man wants to have 7, 8, 9 children. The woman just wants to have 2 or 3. It won't be like.
It's something that you need to
understand.
like converse. You need to
Very
agree at the beginning of your marriage. All right.
Yeah.
Even the course of your marriage, you need to agree. You need to agree on that. But now I want to find out. Now when we talk about contraceptive in today's society, do women really come to the hospital for counseling on that?
Permit me to first explain the types of contraceptives we have. We have the hormonal contraceptives, that's contraceptive pills that women take. We also have the Depo-Provera injections. We have the no plant, that's those like the sticks placed inside the arm. Then we have the barrier methods, condoms, cervical caps, diaphragms. We have the IUDs, intrauterine devices. We have the spermicide, as he spoke earlier. And we have the permanent contraceptive methods, that's tubal ligation for women and vasectomy for men. So concerning the question you first asked,
no, let's continue with this question.
Okay.
Which is the most common contraceptive type here?
Women often go for pills. Most of them, they just like want to take something before having a sexual
It has advantages and disadvantages.
Sure.
Now, what are the advantages and disadvantages of taking that?
Okay, concerning given the fact that it's a hormonal contraceptive, it might make the woman put on weight, that's obesity or weight gain, and it might make her like have a lot of bleeding, especially during her menstrual cycle. She notice that she bleeds more than she used to bleed before. Those are the main disadvantages of hormonal contraceptive, be it the pills or the Depo-Provera or the no plan. They almost have the same disadvantages.
All right. Doctor, we're talking about contraceptive types. Now, can you explain more on that too?
Yeah, in natural medicine, we mostly have spermicide.
Okay.
Yes, this spermicide, mostly the women take it. You take the medicine prior to sex, just a few seconds before sex, or you can take it after sex, or you take it. Women can also use to douche. They are very effective. I've produced even a medicine called spermacin. Yeah, that's spermacin. It kills sperms. It has nothing. They are made of plants that we eat every day. Yes, but they can kill sperm. For the man to really take it to work in the man has to take it for about 3 months. Then it can work in the man for about 6 months. They get expired, but they don't really have any negative side effect because they have nothing to do with the hormones. Yeah, when the man takes it, it has nothing to do with testosterone. The woman, it has nothing to affect causing fertility, because some of the plants are even fertility plants. Yes, but in women, but in the man, it kills sperms.
But which means that the woman needs to be in agreement with the man before taking it.
No, they have to be in agreement. But there are some men who are stubborn. They are not really conscious enough, or they don't listen to they cannot really compromise with the women, and they just make the woman to be like a childbearing machine. They don't care. They are careless. So at times we advise women that if after counseling, if the man cannot come for counseling, we will talk to the woman to take them behind the man.
All right, now, Dr. Kelly, now, there are women who don't even master their cycle. So what happens to them?
This type of women need to like.
Because if you don't even master your cycle, how do you go about taking it?
You need to go meet a healthcare practitioner, like a medical doctor, a gynecologist, to like expose your problem to him or her, and then with some checkups, your cycle will be like regularized, normalized, and will like suggest a method, the best method for you. Because not all methods are like very good for a particular type of women. So, and not all women can take the same method without any problem. So,
because at times when she
that.
has a baby, and then boom, the other baby comes when she's not ready.
She's not even ready.
She's not ready, and then it starts weighing her down. So that's one of the problems. Now, why do women shy away from contraceptives? A lot of women out there, they don't know that they could take it to do a family planning.
Yeah, I think I want to add some point on concerning cycle.
Okay.
You know, I wrote a book in 1998. They call it Biolove Manual for Couples. In that book, I treated cycles because I had this case, a woman who has been married for about 7 years, no child. When she came, I discovered that she had a very short cycle. And it showed that she had to meet with a man immediately after her menses to get pregnant. But she followed the normal plan of those who have 28.
Okay.
Yeah, she had a cycle of about 17, 18 days.
Okay.
Yes. So when you remove 14 days, when she had
That's
just about,
very little.
yes. So cycles too, that is why it's good to counsel these women, because most of them don't know how to calculate their cycles. Sure. You need to know the particular cycle that she has. They educate her on it. Then, if possible, you bring in with a man, you educate them on the woman's cycle. Sure. Then you advise them on when to meet and when not to meet, then before going into contraceptives and others. Yes. Then coming to the question, why do women shy?
Why do women shy away from it?
Yeah, maybe because of culture. The culture, you know, religion condemns certain things. Our culture has embraced certain religions that condemn that. It's just like there are certain countries, just a man spilling his sperm out, the man is killed. That is supposed to go into a woman to make the woman pregnant. Okay. Then there are certain, a woman refusing the man is also a crime. So religion joined with certain culture and traditions are also causing the women to shy.
All right, doctor.
And there are some myths. Some women say, if I in the courses, they told me, if I take this and this type of contraceptives I'll put on weight, my breasts will be like larger, I might bleed more than 5 days, I may have this or that headache and all the rest. They don't care like to come to the hospital to have the right information. They just have what they have in the quarters and they stick on it and said, no, I prefer not to take anyone.
Now, the myth, let's talk about the myth. Is it even right? Is it true?
I think I'll have to detail the different...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
I want you to detail it. Just
yes. So as I said earlier, the hormonal contraceptives, their main side effect, weight gain. It's not for all women. Let me precise that. So women may take the hormonal contraceptives and have none of these. They're just so fine with it. But others, and most of them, they have like weight gain and they have irregular menstrual cycles and abnormal bleeding.
But it does not apply for every woman.
No.
That's what we want to say.
That's what I said. No, no. So for some. Now concerning the barrier methods, the condoms, they really don't have like side effects, but for maybe some issues around the genital area. But also we know that all these methods, contraceptives, are not sure, 100% sure. So if a woman goes for the barrier method, she knows that she has some percentage of uncertainty. And then concerning the IUDs, intrauterine devices, we used to advise women who are really clean, because when you like, it's a T-shape. Like it's like a wire they insert inside the uterus, inside the wall of the uterus, and then if you are not a clean woman, that's if you don't like really master the hygiene and all the rest, you will constantly have infections, like urinary tract infections, genital infection, because of that IUD that's been implanted in the uterine wall. And we equally have concerning on that disadvantage of this IUD is that given the fact that it's a foreign body in the uterine wall, the uterus will try to remove it, to eject it, and such women would like complain constantly of abundant bleeding. They'll bleed a lot. They may like change about 7 to 10 how they call it.
They're uncomfortable.
Yes, very uncomfortable. Yeah, and that's all I think.
Now when this thing is implanted in the woman, is it possible that maybe it affects her sex? Because I've had women who complain about that, that their men don't want to hear about it because they think it might affect them during sexual intercourse.
No. When it is well implanted, when it is well inserted, the woman will have no complaint about that. Women who complain that the men complain is because it wasn't well inserted. So to put an IUD, you need to meet a gynecologist.
All right.
Because even some general practitioners might really not know how to put it very well.
All right.
The specialists really do.
Now, Doctor, I want us to talk about the advantages and disadvantages of contraceptives.
With the natural one, I earlier said there's really no serious negative side effect.
Okay.
Because there are common plants that we consume every day. Some, like the spermacine we produce, there are some plants that we use to destroy malaria parasites. We use them to cure so many diseases. Yes. Then there's one inside that makes the product even really bitter. It's a plant that we use to destroy viral infections. That is why it has more advantages when you are taking it at the same time as antibacterial, antifungal, antiviral, and so on in the system. Yeah. Talking about disadvantages. Yes, the disadvantage is that it depends on the type of contraceptive. If you want me to dive into what, I'm not a master in the orthodox one. But with the others, I'm following my experience.
And talk about your own experience.
Yes, for more than 25 years, I've had thousands of women whom I've consulted. And at the end of the day, I discovered that many has the problem they got from using contraceptives. Either the plant, the barrier, the contraceptive, the one that set the diaphragm, or the pills. When there's hormonal imbalance in women, the common diseases that can easily come up: fibroids, cancers, and so on.
And
there are women I've consulted have cancer of the breast, uterine cancers. Maybe doctor on the standby, she was dodging away from it.
No, I wasn't dodging.
Yes, because of that, because upset your hormonal system, and many complications can come in due to the
start having complications.
And then there are many who are sterile because of that. Yeah, and then many suffer from excessive menstrual bleeding, just like she said. Yeah, so that all that
now,
gives
is there a solution? Is there a solution for women who face those
we have
problems?
cured so many of them, and most of the time when they go back to the doctors who gave them, they don't have, most of the time they don't have the solution. So we all advise them to meet experts who really know what, just like I think you said that they have to test the blood, test what will match with the individual. The problem is that some just go to the pharmacy, just buy anything and use. Some just go and buy the coral insect. Some just buy the pills and drink just because they see others using them. But they're supposed to be a doctor who will do a follow-up. And most of the time too, us doctors, we are not taking things serious. We are just careless that we just give those things, go and take. And they take, when they develop complications, we don't really know what to do next. Yes.
So most of them, they develop these complications because they take what does not go. Yes. Even the products coming from abroad, we don't really have 100% confidence, because I had one a guy who came from Sweden in the year 2000, and if I'm not mistaken, 2005. Dr. Henrik. He was doing his 5th year in the medical school, so he heard about me. He came to carry out research on HIV and witchcraft. So when he came, he showed me his condom. That on coming to Africa, they warned him that he should not use the condom they sent to Africa. That the oil there, they have already made them to be contraceptives. They have put things there. So he had his own personal condom from Sweden. So we most often too, some of the products that come to us, they pass through black market. They are not well screened by the government and so on. We don't know what those oil and all the things they use to protect them have. So at times, they also have some negative side effect. They can promote diseases, itches, and so on and so forth. There's some that women insect, they trap diseases. At times, even when the woman has sex, they will trap the sperm. They will decay they will decay there, and bacteria will grow. They cause more diseases in the women. All right. Now, Dr. Kelly, now, how do you handle women with complications already? Because if a woman sees another woman who has that the contraceptive implanted in her, and she's seen already the negative effects, she won't go for it. Now, how do you handle the complications?
Let's take
At
for
the level of the
example,
hospital.
like if she comes back saying that because of the IUD she's been bleeding a lot, like abundantly, we will like try to ask and try to investigate more to know if it's really the IUD. If that's the case, we remove the IUD and it stops.
And it stops on there.
Yeah.
Now you don't like try to put some other thing or give her another, advise her to take another type of contraception.
Sure, after a clinical exam, like he said, checkup and all the rest, we like advise her to take another method because she might be like 35 years, she has 3 children, and she wants like to spend 2-3 years before putting to bed, like before conceiving again. So like we won't just leave her go like that. No, we will like try to advise on the other methods, and together we'll find the best for her.
Now, doctor, you are here to talk about the natural method, right?
Yes.
Now, I want to ask, how safe are all these methods? Is it 100%?
There's nothing that is 100% safe. Even water you drink, even the air we breathe.
Doesn't mean that if I take, what are my chances?
The plants we get, they're also suffering from man's activities, from toxic soil, getting toxic air, toxic water, and so on. So a bit of these toxicities are also in the plants. So it cannot be, and then the plants to have lose their efficacy a bit, cannot be effective like plants that grow in a pure environment. So, but we believe the plants we have used, they are plants that have been used for long, as far as they are as old as humanity. Because our parents, before the coming of allopathic medicine or orthodox medicine, our parents have been using these plants to space birth, and they have been effective. So we know that the plants are very effective. We have been using them. We have given some patients, and they are very effective. They give us feedback every day.
Because I would like to use the
and they are safe. And when you even, I don't even like to talk about the negativity.
Okay.
When you even use them, the plants are antibacterial, antifungal, anti-parasites, and so on. They are plants that will take them to heal the system. So they are safe, unless they have been grown or they grew where the environment is toxic, so they pick a bit of toxicity.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, Dr. Kelly, we're talking about the chances there. That's why you give me answers, because the women want to know. If I take this method, what are the chances of me not getting pregnant?
Most of these contraceptive methods, the chances ranges from like 85% to 92-93%. Yes.
Means I have some 10% somewhere.
Somewhere.
So, and what do you do with the 10%?
Anything can fail.
Anything can fail. Nothing is 100%. No.
Which means that somehow some women talk of condoms.
Yes, and somehow when
it can burst.
It can, and even those who have their no plans in or their IUDs, they can still conceive. That's the 10% left.
Who have strong blood though?
No, no one knows.
Because the women rely solely on condoms.
Yeah.
And do not like to take to the pills or take to the other methods of contraception.
You can have some ruptured condoms and they can get burst and all the rest. So nothing is 100% safe.
Now, doctor, how often do you talk with women in the rural areas concerning these contraceptive methods?
Yeah, most often, to be honest, it's been long that I moved to the rural areas, but I educate them over the media.
Okay.
Yes. Even though that I don't go more into that, because I'm even praying that our women should give birth to so many children, because there's forests everywhere. Population is power.
Okay.
Yeah, so I even want the women to give birth to many children.
But at least you don't want a woman to have a 3-month-old baby and she's pregnant.
Yeah, we only help them there to
you want her to have that
spacing.
Yeah.
But they should give at least many children, because population is power. You know, is even in World Bank reports that population is power. That they discovered that the strength of Africa is growing geometrically because of their population. But on the contrary, we see that some NGO will come behind trying to even block our population. Where there's forest, everywhere. See, China is becoming so powerful because of population. Population is strength.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, I want us to watch this report on contraceptives. We'll be right back after the jingle.
1,000 will fall by my left hand. 10,000 will fall by my right. 1,000 will fall by my left hand. 10,000 will fall by my right. I'll find you, I'll find you, find you. Girl, I'll go find you. Oh, oh, oh. I'll go love you, I love you, love you. Girl, I'll go love you. I minimized all the red flags. All I could see was the green light.
Welcome back. We are surrounded by experts for talking about contraceptives. Now, Dr. Kelly, is government doing enough to sensitize women on contraceptives?
I'll clearly say yes.
Okay.
Because more and more family planning units are created in even in these health centers in the quarters, bigger hospitals or clinics around. So the government makes sure that these centers have a family planning unit, because that's where most of these women are being educated.
But now, how efficient are the family planning units? Do they go and meet the women, or they stay on the spot and wait for the women to come there?
There are two groups. Okay. One group on the spot, and the other group, like the community agents, they go to the to the quarters, they sensitize door to door, and they call the women like to come to the hospital to gather, particularly like say Thursday at 8 o'clock to talk on the contraceptives. Now,
doctor, do you have the impression that government is doing enough to sensitize women on the contraceptive types?
Until they will involve us, they'll know that they are serious. For now, they haven't involved us, so I believe they are not serious.
Okay.
Yes. When they will involve the natural, start bringing in the traditional birth attendants, those who know about contraceptives, bring in the experts in African medicine in.
Okay.
Because all what the government is doing now is to promote the white man medicine. When they will start promoting our own African medicine, yes, we'll know that they are serious.
So what are you expecting exactly from government? What do you want government to do in order that women could reach out to such natural plans that could help them in their family planning?
I pray that the organs in place, they should meet some of us, not waiting for us to come and look for them. They should meet some of us, or get to some of us, bring us together to put our hands on deck to see what we can do to meet up the demands of the populace.
All right. Now, yes. Dr. Kelly, now how did you follow up? When a woman comes up for birth control, she exposes her problem.
Okay.
Maybe the man is adamant, he doesn't want to come, or maybe she has even taken it. Now, how do you do follow up?
Okay. We organize some rendezvous for us to come like every month for a checkup. I'll take a clear example.
Okay.
A woman has put her plants, like the 3 sticks that they put at the level of the arm.
Left hand,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah. We asked her to come during the first week, like for wound dressing, because a wound.
It's a wound.
Yes, they have to open your arm, put the sticks, and then do a wound dress, do the dressing.
Okay.
So every day or every 2 days, she will come to clean the place and everything. But after that, we'll ask her to signal or come if she has any complaints, headache, breast pain, tenderness at the level of the breast, or even if she has some irregularities at the level of her menses, or if she bleeds a lot, suddenly she starts bleeding a lot and all the rest, we'll ask her to come back. Because it's a method that guarantees 5 years of safety, in quotes, as I say.
After 5 years, you need to change?
Yes, they need to remove and put new ones.
All right. Now, and when the man is so adamant,
yes.
Now, do you have call the men up for meetings to talk with the men on the importance of the contraceptives?
Yes, and we can't put any contraceptive without the husband's approval.
So if I come alone, I say I want it. My husband, I mean, he doesn't let me sleep at night. I mean, I just had my last baby is just 6 months old, and the man every night I can't just sleep. I'm afraid I might be pregnant. What do you do?
No, the World Health Organization really lays emphasis on that.
Okay.
The man must be aware, and the man must give his approval. For any even the contraceptive pills, he must be aware that she's taking pills, she's on pills.
Doctor, can you react to that?
How about,
I know you're a man.
Majority of women, many are not married. They're about those who are not married.
Those who are not married, they can still be free to take it themselves. Those who are married, yes, they need.
And many married women also come and say they are free, that they are not married, since they know the consequences, that they have to bring the man, and maybe the man is stubborn.
How do you know that she's married? Or
she'll bring a marriage certificate.
That's she's married or she's not married.
That's the main problem we used to face. So women just like come as though they were single, like they have some boyfriends here and there. And even when you have multiple sexual partners, we don't advise you to take IUDs, because IUDs are for those who are faithful to their husbands or to their boyfriends.
What are the consequences?
You will have infections every day. That's urinary infections and genital infections. So once you tell us that you have 3, 4, 5 partners, we cancel IUD option and we try to check the other options. And then you are free to have your own method, because you're not married and there is no man like.
But you advise on the best method,
yes,
the best option.
Sure.
What?
Yes, concerning how we look at it, we take her weight, her BMI, that's body mass index. We try to check her blood for some diseases.
Yeah, I'm asking this question because there are lots of women who will tell me that my husband doesn't want to hear about contraceptive, and every day. I mean, I can't just sleep at night, and we already have 6 children. I don't want babies.
What we can really advise to such,
and he doesn't even have. He does not have a good job to take care of the babies.
The first advice we'll give is like she must master her own menstrual cycle, and when during her unsafe period, she can come out with an excuse like she's not feeling fine, or she's not really, at least that these days may pass, and they say.
So you and I know that the men will never understand the word that I am not feeling fine.
For example,
they will even tell you that sex is a cure.
The man needs to know that she's on.
The man needs to listen to the wife when she says, "I'm not feeling fine," or "It's my unsafe period." I mean,
abstinence.
He should understand, and then maybe tomorrow he can come on board.
Catch up. He may come and catch up.
You quote the Bible: "Women submit to your men." That's why early talk of religion. Religion is also a barrier, because the man say, "I'm the boss of the house." Women submit to your men. Yeah, and they will use all these and the cultural aspects, the laws and religious laws and so on. They'll bring, and the woman will be bound to submit. Yeah, so even excuse that you are sick. You know, men too are very, very wise this time. Where every time you say you are sick, you are sick. You are sick. And you will do that for how long?
All right.
Yeah.
The doctor wants to react.
There are also some women who take advantage of this period, like to take their fasting. Because the Bible says that if you want to fast, you have to be in accordance with your husband. Tell him that my darling, I want to take 5 days fast. And you know the Bible says that if I'm fasting, I shouldn't be like having it. And then if he's a Christian, he will understand.
He will understand.
And the 5 days will pass. She'll be praying and she'll be fasting, and the 6th day they may like do their catch up and everything.
What some women do is that they play with the man's intelligence. They give a wrong menstrual cycle. So when she knows that she is not safe, that is when she will tell the man that she's bleeding. And you know, women can go far as getting things that are red, soak them and put on. So that is what very smart women do.
But there are men who check.
Those are some men who still go.
I know men
when the woman is bleeding.
Check on your wife's or your wife's menstrual cycle. The other ones do they
and even when she's bleeding, they still go in there.
Yes.
Unfortunately,
there are men who don't even care if you're bleeding. They still want what they want. They just want it. They don't care if you're bleeding or not.
That is where education comes in. The men need to be schooled. Yes, on family planning.
Yeah.
Giving good education.
Okay.
Yes.
That's what I want to talk about, the attitude of men. Because I think that men need to understand their women, understand their body. Because there are men who don't understand how a woman's body even functions. I don't know if they're told that in the hospital. When they come to you, doctor, you actually explain to many even come to you that can a man come and buy a contraceptive for the wife? Has it happened?
No, they buy. They do buy.
Okay.
They do buy. Yeah, but we always educate the men. It's just like even if you come to my clinic, whether you are married or not, you have an STI, I will invite you to bring your partner. I will not say take this medicine, go and give that to your partner. You bring your partner. I will do the screening, then I'll counsel both of you. Yes. Then if it happens that you have so many children and the woman complains, you have to bring the partner. I counsel all of them, both of you. Yes.
All right. And now I want us to watch this other report. I would say it's an interview of Dr. Fon Elizabeth. She is a family therapist. She's talking about family planning. Let's watch. We'll be right back.
TSHO means Team Spirit Holistic. It's a program that we use to help families to build team spirit in their relationships. You know, it's a simple concept because people needed a simple concept. Father is the team captain, mama is the coach, the children are the star players. They start thinking like a team, members of the same team. So we had to create a space, a center, where families that are having problems can come there and seek for solutions. That's why we created this TSHO, Team Spirit Holistic Center. It's right in the center of Accra, where families can come to easily. Normally, we have problems of lack of reconciliation. That's the first thing. And that's what leads to other problems, you know, in the relationship, either between husband and wife, between parents and children, between colleagues in the workplace, between mother-in-law and daughter-in-law, and all of that. Lack of reconciliation. You'll be surprised, there are many people who don't know how to reconcile. You know, a husband will tell the wife, leave, I'm so no, or let it go, you know. They don't know how to say, I'm sorry. And sometimes the people too don't know how to receive an apology. You know, someone gives you an apology, I'm sorry, say, they are thing. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. What is it? You know, they don't know how to say, okay, I forgive you, let's move on. And of course, after that communication, non-violent communication, after the reconciliation, you need to learn skills of non-violent communication, and that is what we teach, you know, the people. It's like coaching, you know. They do exercises, they learn, they come back, and we monitor and see how they are doing. The most common problems, lack of comprehension. You know, husband and wife are different from each other, but they really don't know. They marry the outside packaging, and then after 5 years, they have problems because the passion is no longer there. And since they don't understand each other, they panic. The husband might go out to have a deuxième bureau, girlfriend or something like that, and then the wife gets bitter and angry. They start fighting. There's verbal violence, there's physical violence, and all of that. So today, young people with girls working, there are things that they want from their husbands. The husbands treat them like their fathers used to treat their mothers. So they have all kinds of problems, relational issues. So when they come here, we try to explain the etiology, the origin of their problems, and we lead them along gently to realize that they're so different. Times have changed. The way your father used to treat your mother is not the same way you can treat your wife, and things like that.
Welcome back. We're talking about contraceptives, and we have just the right persons with us here in the studio. They are all experts in the domain. They are all in the different medical field. Now we have Dr. Fru. I want you to tell me what you have in stock for women when it comes to medication.
Thank you. Unfortunately, what I really wanted to bring here, I forgot.
Okay.
And maybe the main prayed that I should not bring. We have spermacine, which is a natural contraceptive that we have brought out, that we encourage women to have. Every home should have, whether you are married or not, you have it, because the problem is not only with couples. Even the people who are not married, they are facing such problems. They get pregnant without control, and some knowingly or unknowingly, some because of recklessness or carelessness. So we brought out the natural contraceptive that we want every male and
female to have.
You just need
Every
to have
male,
it in
just have it and keep.
Just have it. You can.
Just keep it.
Now, how does it work? How does it function?
Yes.
How do you take it?
Yeah, and we encourage matured, matured, not children, matured men and women. Yes, who are already into courtship. Yes, to have it. With that product, it is mostly the woman.
Not for young girls, please.
Not for young girls. We don't want people to be promiscuous. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But we encourage the married.
Yes, that's what I want us to insist on that.
We encourage couples to have it. Yes. So men can buy it and keep. Women can buy. There's no taboo. Yes. But it is mostly the women taking it. It's spermacine, means sperm killer. Yes. You take it a few minutes before sex, or a few minutes after sex, and women can they drink. They can also use to douche. You can just take, to increase the probability of effectiveness. We ask you to take prior and
means you take
each time you want to have sex when you are unsafe.
Okay, it means you're having sex
when you are unsafe.
7 times.
No, during your fertile period.
Okay, that's what I want to know.
Yes, you use it
because
only during your fertile
having
period.
because there are women who have maybe I might be exaggerating. They have sex every day. Does it mean you use it every day?
The problem is that some women don't know when they are fertile or not.
That is
why
the problem is.
Before you go into it, you need to meet an health expert to educate you on your cycle. There are so many methods. We used to know of what they call the Billings method, that you check the mucus, the pap, the egg white, and so on. Then we have the normal chart. Yeah, so we mostly deal with the normal chart. We try to know your cycle. Is it a short cycle, medium cycle, or average cycle or long cycle? They will educate you on it before you go into it, because you can still buy the product when you think that you are fertile. That is when you are not fertile.
And then you start complaining that the product is not working. Yes. Meanwhile, you don't even master your own body.
So we advise people not just before you buy it, you should meet an expert to educate you on your cycle before you go into it. Yes.
All right. Which means that you must take it already during your unsafe period.
During your unsafe period or fertile period.
Where
the word safe is relative.
Which means the other times when you're safe, during your safe periods, you don't
safe. I don't. That is the problem with that word. For what you call unsafe, or somebody calls safe, when you want to get pregnant.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you are fertile, they say you are safe to get pregnant.
Okay.
If you don't want to get pregnant, when you are fertile, you say you are unsafe. Yes.
Right. So during the other periods, you don't need to take.
No, you don't need. You don't need. You only take it when you know you are fertile. I like to use the word fertile.
Okay,
when you know you are fertile, you can easily get pregnant. Yes. So with these other products, I will not really go into it because it will contradict the topic, because this one is fire. When you take it, the children will just be entering women's solution, the men's solution.
But it's still good because you have lots of women out there who can't have babies, who have difficulties having baby, and they don't have solutions.
Okay, I was just dodging away because we are talking about
contraceptives.
Yes, yes. Do you want anti-contraceptive?
Okay.
So, yeah, with this one is good because it's a product that we have produced out of more than 2 decades research. Because when I started operating since 1995 as a doctor, I keep asking questions. How can I come up with one product, just one product that can be on the market? We'll just buy like the buy granite that can help women. And that of the men. But I came up with this first before men started complaining. They also had to work and come up with theirs. So this one is good for women because it helps women from head to toe. It helps you to rectify your menstrual cycle. Those who have blocked menses, painful menses, blocked tubes, fibroid, ovarian cysts, they have water in their womb and tubes and so on. They have mental problems and so on. They use it, or cancers, or infections. Yes, so they use this one. It's a product I don't need to talk much because it's already consumed all over. Yes,
and
I've
the
been talking
results,
a lot about it. No, the results are there.
The results are there.
If you go to Kumbo, go to so many places, go to so many times, even medical doctors are using it now. They are using it in their hospital. Yes.
Okay. Now, I would like the technicians maybe to play us the adverts on Women's Solution, because we don't want women out there to have problems. You have difficulties having a baby. We don't want that. We want every woman to be happy, because babies bring joy in your home. So I would like
in addition to that, since they are very important, we really need to talk because it has a lot. Like women who have collapsed wombs. This product will help you to to carry the wombs back.
Okay.
Women who have given birth, they have become white. They use it to constrict themselves, strengthen their muscles. So it has a lot of health benefits.
Okay.
So we advise women to always take women's solution. It's an African product.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I would like us to watch a women's solution. We'll be right back.
Yeah, men's solution na another miraculous medicine we will come with na high-tech medicine. Where when you consume and for man pikin, when man pikin they just say men's, when you be man pikin, you get any problem, whether na spiritual ono, whether na cancer, whether na prostate, whether na sexual weakness, na premature ejaculation, low sperm count, whether na tiredness, fatigue, any sick way you get, you take them. Just like we also get women's solution, where when you take women's solution, when you whether na which kind sick woman get them, whether na infertility na block tubes na ovarian cyst na fibroid na high blood any kind of cancer any sick woman get them, you take women's solution, it dey help for cure the sick. Right now they perform miracle for women them way they get problem for menses, your menses don't block, and then they come they take I perform miracle. Woman and they where they don't make like 10, 15 years no picking, they just take them picking they enter because they open tubes clean. Then raise woman at fertility level. Woman when they hungry, man when they take them, it move dirty, charge the woman's skin. We get fibroid, growth. You take women's solution, it dissolve them all for down. Women's solution, they work without limit, just like men's solution.
First prepare
I'm sure you got a
yourself
lot on women's solution. That's Dr. Fu telling the women out there that that's the solution. If you can't have babies out there, you just have the solution. It cleanses the whole system. Now, Dr. Kelly, what measures are you taking to ensure that more women come to hospitals and get cancelled on contraceptives?
I have one word, sensitization, communication, education. Those are really my words, because if a woman does not know that she needs them, she will never come to the hospital. So we need to communicate, talk, educate.
Don't you think there's a problem with sensitizing the women or education, information? Because I have a lot of women who are not aware.
They're not aware, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Some even go to the hospital, they even know there's a unit
of that's the family planning unit. They don't know, and they just like, so they need to be sensitized on that, they need to be informed and educated on these different contraceptive methods.
Does it mean that every woman that comes to the hospital tell her that, okay, you can pass through the family planning unit?
No, at least during a normal general consultation, at the end of the consultation, you have to tell the woman, if like she has 3 children, ask her if she has the desire to conceive and have many more children. And from there, you like counsel her, advise her on what to do. And at the end, tell her there is a unit. Maybe if she doesn't have time that same day, she may come the next day or some other time to discuss with the specialist, because in that unit we have, as we had just a few minutes ago, we have many specialists in family planning, that's family medicine and all the rest. So we have some nurses who are trained only in that domain, family planning, so they're better placed to educate these women.
Now, doctor, I want your words to women. A lot of women are watching you out there and they see you as a solution to their years of problems. So what do you have to tell the women?
To the women, I will advise them, when they spend their time on phone, they spend their time online, they should not just be chatting, WhatsApping, and they should go to sites that educate people on women on how to manage their health, how to manage their fertility, that educate them to be women, modern women.
Okay.
Yeah, so that will help them to teach them on how to be able to manage their cycles, control themselves, how to be able to space. Because majority, we are blaming the men. Most often, the men are ignorant and the women are ignorant. Because if the women were educated, they will have to educate their men.
Okay.
Because the woman is the manager of the home. They're the ones who will educate the children. They also help to educate even the men, because the men are home, they are just big children. So the problem mostly lies with the women. So we need to go out with aggressive sensitization, educating the women.
I love the word aggressive sensitization. That's what health experts need to embark on. Now, the program was turned up. We talked on contraception. I'm sure you've picked 1 or 2 things that can help you out there. We want women to have confidence in themselves. The program was turned up. Thanks for watching.